Take me to heart, and I'll always love you. And nobody can make me do wrong. Take me for granted, leaving love unshown. Makes willpower weak, temptation strong. Woman's only human. Yes, you should understand. She's not just a plaything. She's flesh and blood, just like a man. And if you wanna do right, always woman, you've got to be a do-right, all night man. They tell me that this is a man's world, but you can't prove that by me. And as long as we're together, baby, I want you to show some respect for me. And if you really wanna do right,
What's up, family? What's up? This is Juan J coming at you with the Real Talk Commentary. I wanted to talk to you about three topics. One, that was Aretha Franklin, the queen of soul. I tried to get online yesterday and pay my respect to Aretha, and I just was not able to. The reception was real bad. So I want to talk about Aretha. I want to talk about Dick Gregory's birthday. Well, he passed on yesterday, last year, would have been his 1 year sunset. And I want to deal with the 17th, which was the date of birth of Marcus Garvey. August 17th would have been 131 years, Marcus Garvey. And we don't talk about these subjects, family, because again, when you don't control the media, you don't control the narrative. When you don't have your own media, don't expect somebody else to talk about your leaders and your heroes. With that said, let me deal with Aretha right now. Aretha Franklin. What can we say about Aretha Franklin? 1968. Okay? Respect. 1968. You make me feel like a woman, natural woman. I say a prayer. 68. 1969. I say a little prayer. 1969, Chain of Fools, Share Your Love, Don't Play the Song, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Young, Gifted, and Black, Amazing Grace, All these songs was produced between 1968 and 1972. And she won. She was #1 with Don't Play That Song. Bridge Over Troubled Water, Young, Gifted, and Black, Share Your Love, Chains of Fools. I mean, Respect was #1. We talking about from 68 to 71, Aretha probably had about 7 #1 hits. And the hits just keep on coming. Don't Play That Song. Daydreaming, Precious Moments. Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing. Giving him something he can feel. Break It Into Me Gently. My God. All I can say is this: Aretha Franklin was more than a queen. She's a legend. She's an icon. She came from us, Native African Americans. When I tell you people, when I tell you family, that we are exceptional, that there's no other group in the people in the world like the Native African American. And just because we allow folks to minimize us, marginalize us, depreciate us, at the end of the day, everybody wants to mimic us. They want to act like us. They want to copy us. And they actually they wish they were us. Let me say something. On record, we've been in this country since 1619. 2019 will be 400 years. On record, when they start keeping records of us being here, it's been 1619. 2019 will be 400 years here in America on record. Okay? We are the only group of people, we are the last resemblance of colonialism in the world. Okay? Because everybody else that this country has come across, they've taken out. So when you see people like Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, Curtis Mayfield, and I don't even want to, and the list goes on and on, Ray Charles, who have come in the 60s, Stevie Wonder, and who have left a legacy of nothing but music that we are still singing, that is still relevant. I mean, Aretha Franklin, when she sung, she didn't just sing, she sung. When she opened her mouth, she would, man, you felt Aretha when she sung. I can remember Aretha, the theme song for A Different World. Just the theme song from A Different World. It's a different world where we come from. That's Aretha singing that theme song. You know? So when I pay my respect to Aretha, I pay my respect to a woman who was not just a singer, but she was conscious. She sang for 3 presidents. Okay? Bush, Clinton, Obama. Okay? She offered to put up about 200 G's to let Angela Davis, to get her out of jail. Didn't know her, had never saw her, but she was about the struggle, about the fight. Okay? She sang for Martin Luther King's funeral. Okay? I mean, Aretha Franklin has done so much, man. I mean, you really can't grasp what she has really done for us as a people. Words cannot express that she is the queen. The queen. Okay? The queen of soul. Aretha Franklin. And I had to, again, pay my respect to Aretha because, again, what she has accomplished and what she has done over a period of 54 years. I mean, her initial first hit came out in 1968, Respect. Although she was singing in the church, I believe she said she started at age 14. But when Respect hit in 68, that was official. Official. So again, I must pay respect to the Queen, Aretha Franklin, for her contribution to society, for her just, Aretha was one of those sisters that, if you've heard the stories, she got messed up with that money one time, and after that, she made sure you had her money before the performance. She kept her money. She kept purses with the money. You had to pay her before she sang, okay? She was gangster like that. So, again, we've all had so many stories about Aretha Franklin, but again, I just feel the need to put some respect on it. As Birdman would say, put some respect on Aretha Franklin's name, because she deserved that and then some. And we are so fortunate to have had her here this long, although I think 70 is kind of young. I think she had about 20 more years in her, in spite of the pancreas cancer she had. But I appreciate her contribution to the world, to humanity, to the native African American race. And again, what more can I say about the Queen? The Queen. All hail the Queen. If you saw her interviews with Wendy Williams, she checked her. Tell me, I'll knock you out. Don't get knocked out, Wendy. So again, again, nothing but respect to the Queen. Again, gone too early. So the Queen of Soul is gone. The Queen of R&B is gone. Whitney is gone. The King of Pop is gone. Who else? King of Blues is gone. I got my eyes on Mary J. She's a queen too. It seems like all our queens and kings are leaving up out of here. Pay attention to that. I'm just saying. But Aretha Franklin, a gift to the world, a gift to us as a people. And again, what else can I say? Precious moments. Ain't nothing like the real thing. It's giving him something he can feel. That was in 75. Ain't nothing like the real thing in 75. Giving him something he can feel in 77. Break it in me gently in 78. Okay. I can't turn you loose. Hold on, I'm coming in 82. Jump to it in 83. Freeway of Love in 86. Come on now. Aretha. That's just 86. I haven't even dealt with 88. I Knew You Were Calling with George Michael, the duet. One Lord, One Faith, One Baptism. That was in 1989. And the list goes on. Give Me Your Love was nominated for a Grammy. 2006, A House Is Not a Home won that with Luther Vandross. 2008, Never Gonna Break My Faith, a duet with Mary J. Blige. Come on. Wonderful in 2004. Aretha, it's like almost every decade Aretha had an album or a hit from 68 up until 2018. That's 5 decades of music. In every decade, she's had a hit. That's unprecedented. So she's been relevant since the 60s. And this is 2018. What more can I say about Aretha Franklin but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. Now, I will say this. She didn't have a whole lot of movies. But if they had put in more movies, she would be on the level as a Barbra Streisand. See, you got to remember, in the 60s and 70s, and maybe up into the 80s, they kept her in the music lane, while our white brothers and sisters would go from music to movies. They didn't cast us in movies. They really only cast us in music. unless you was Diana Ross. Now Diana got some music and movies, but Aretha, I can only imagine if they had cast her more in movies. Just at what level would she be? So again, I want to pay respect to Aretha. I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna talk about the 1 year anniversary for Dick Gregory, because we need to talk about that. For Dick Gregory, okay? And then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna pay some respect to the man, the icon, the legend, Marcus Garvey, who we have not spoken about. It would have been his 131st birthday, Sunrise Day, on the 17th. Okay? So again, hit the share. Share this for everybody. I'm gonna close it out. If anybody want to say something, they can. Oh my God, I got this. I know what it is. It's pepper spray. I'm gonna close out. I'll be back. Talk to you soon. I'm out.